So for my final project in psychology, I went with the psychology experiment called A Class Divided. In 1968, a third grade teacher by the name of Jane Elliott conducted a psychology experiment in her classroom for her students. Her objective was to demonstrate how easily people's characters can change when they feel superior to others, and how the demeanor of the inferior people change as well. She taught a class of all white students, and she divided them based on the color of their eyes. On the first day, the blue-eyed students were superior and preferred. Throughout the experiment, she noticed that when students were preferred and superior, they performed better in class and learned faster, as opposed to the students who were inferior. Those students took longer in certain assignments. What we learned from it, this psychology experiment connected to chapter 12 in our book, the social psychology. This experiment demonstrated the social identity theory, which is defined as a theory in which the formation of a person's identity within a particular social group is explained by social categorization, social identity, and social comparison. In the experiment, the students' social identity was the color of their eyes. Depending on the day, the color of their eyes determined whether they were superior and inferior to the other students with the opposing color eyes. So on the first day, the blue-eyed students were superior, and they got preferences such as they had a longer recess, and they were told they cannot play with the brown-eyed children. And that is a demonstration of the social identity theory, because they identified themselves as the superior group because of the color of their eyes. The following day, the roles were reversed, whereas the brown-eyed students were the superior students in the classroom. And then on that day, those students performed better in their different assignments and tasks. So that was one of my favorites and more in-depth experiences that I thought anybody in this day and age could learn from, even though it was conducted in the 1960s.